think we can all agree that now becoming an artist is one of the most difficult things in 2024 to do, or to become a successful artist at least. So after stalking a bunch of accounts and doing a little bit of like my analytical studies on what we're supposed to be doing as artists to get bigger, I think I got my own little opinion. And I just want to let you know that I'm not a professional. I'm just saying what I think from all the things that I studied and went about and looked around on a bunch of different social media. But yeah, just don't take my word as fact if y'all see like different results. And this is coming from an artist whose main hobby is of course drawing, but of course I put a lot of time in my videos too, so like that's also something else. But like I'm tired of getting like tutorials from people who don't draw, who also don't have the same kind of style, or are specifically looking for people to commission them, because a lot of people are just looking for that sort of like infamy, or maybe like a few commissions, but it's also like mostly just getting like your art out there, getting known, because ultimately a lot of people just want to be known. If you're a chill and casual artist and you don't want to be like pushing yourself throughout the whole thing, I'm gonna have like a half of the video being for casual artists, and then we're gonna go into more serious stuff. But yeah, let's just start. Here's something I want you not to worry about. First of all, you should not be worrying about how quickly you grow on whatever platform that you're using. You should not worry about how many follows you get, how many likes you get, because ultimately if you're getting a few likes and a few followers over a longer period of time, then usually that is better for you, right? And hear me out, a lot of people won't agree with that, but hear me out, because all the people I see on Instagram just posting reels and getting hundreds of thousands of likes on their reels, everybody forgets them in like a day. That, or they get followers that never come back to their account. So here's my word of advice, and we're gonna do a little bit of some fuels crafting. To begin, I would just say to make what you want. If you want to make fan art, make fan art. If you want to do OC art, make OC art. But when you want to change, immediately change. You cannot care about the likes, you cannot care about the followers, because if you do not like what you're doing, your audience won't either, and that's just a fact. And of course, that's not for everybody, but a majority of the time I do see that's the case. Like I saw somebody on on Instagram Reels, they said that they were making Genshin Impact art and they used to like it, but they don't like it anymore, and now they don't know what to do because they won't get any likes if they post their OCs. And I'm just like, just switch. Just make the switch, see what works, and just go with it, because ultimately the people that you want will stay with you. The people that actually care about your art will stay with you. This is where the quality over quantity argument comes up, because if you're making art casually, this is definitely the type of follower that you want. You want the quality follower. You want the follower that looks at all your posts and likes your art and likes you for you, and doesn't like you for any external things. That's why the most memorable and the most successful artists tend to be the artists that have their own OCs and make their own things, right? It's just like any comic that has started and ends up in the future getting a adaptation, or like an animated adaptation, that all started from just one artist drawing their OCs. And this is not me trying to demonize fan art at all. If you like doing fan art, then of course do it. But if you're a person that really likes OCs and thinks that you have to draw fan art to get popular, no you don't. And yeah, it'll give you a boost, but it will not give you the boost of followers or people that you actually want to watch you. Now on to the next one, is useful things. Now I know I'm kind of talking against myself, but Instagram Reels and TikTok are very useful things to grow your audience. Now of course your audience may not have the same retention as you probably would want, but it kind of gets you out there and gets people looking at your art, so maybe the next time if they see it again, they'll be like, wait, is this the same artist that I saw however much time ago? And the only catch I'd say is, let me get on to my next point. I think personality is definitely something important to get the sort of infamy that a lot of people and a lot of artists are really looking for. And it's not just personality like as in you, but personality in your art, personality in your characters, personality in the style that you draw in. It's all part of the whole like plan. Of course you don't need all three of these, but at least one of them is really good. Like if you have your own personality, you can draw for shit but then have funny videos to back you up and make you popular. If you're able to do some freaky, funny, cool like character designs as well, and with personality like their facial features, all of that, then you could get popular off of that too, like making sure that all your characters have a distinct kind of feel. A lot of people do just follow others for their characters or their character designs, like adoptables. People buy adoptables from people all the time. And people ask, where should I start posting my art? Where should I start? Then definitely do not start on Twitter. Twitter is a dead space. You will die on Twitter. But what you could start on is Instagram and TikTok. Most definitely, you can get your views up, you can get followers up, all of that, and you can direct people to other places like your Twitter. And don't farm art mutuals. It is not worth it. There is no reason why you should farm art mutuals, especially if you don't like their art. Now understand, like, asking to be art mutuals with somebody that you really enjoy their art and really like their personality, or like texting them and talking to them, but do not art mutual with people just to get followers. Like, that's dumb. I think for one of the last things that I've seen after looking through all these videos and all the things that I've seen is trends. Now, you don't exactly need to follow trends, but especially on Instagram Reels, you definitely need to follow trends to get some sort of infamy. I had made a few videos, and almost none of the ones that were actually of my skill or about like me ever got anywhere. But the ones that with following trends and stuff, those ones got big. And I mean, it's common sense, but it's also like, yeah, it's kind of disappointing. But I feel like on TikTok, you can really just post whatever, and if you have like at least 30 people who are constantly liking your videos, they have a chance of blowing up. But you know, you just need to be picked up by the algorithm in both cases. And you don't need to exactly follow trends on either of them, but you just gotta pray the algorithm likes you. Okay, this is where I split the video into the more serious people, because I know some of y'all trying to be serious, trying to do it quick, trying to get money. And I mean, like, I could tell you what I know, but the thing is that I don't know all that, right? So I'm gonna lock in and give you the straight up what you need to do if you're trying to be like super serious. Post daily on TikTok and on Instagram. I don't know how much I can like stress this, but like I used to post on TikTok every day because I really love my Bungo Stray Dogs content and stuff like that. And I got like 1,000 more, like almost 2,000 followers in like, I don't know, a month or so. Like, if you post every day, then you got that. Only thing you gotta pay is your life and your hygiene, but you know, it's a worthy sacrifice. A don't for people who are trying to go like super professional, don't do advertisements. Like, don't pay for advertisement. It's not worth it, especially when TikTok and Instagram exist. They basically do the exact thing that you want. And of course, like, paying is more guaranteed, but TikTok is insane, has an insane algorithm. And also, if you want to go more serious, then definitely this is where what your profile looks like. It has to be aesthetically pleasing. It's got to look better. You got to have a profile picture that people can remember. And you also need to have a character or an OC or a character that you own in general that can be the representative for your account. And I know, like, I generally made this video about like people who draw characters in like the anime type style and stuff like that, but this goes for like every artist. Your account needs to look good. Your account needs to not be self-promotional, like hella self-promotional. It needs to be able to like convey the fact that you can benefit them, but that they can also benefit you in like whatever way, right? Finally, if you're up for it, definitely make some YouTube videos about your progress. Make some YouTube videos about tutorials or whatever, all that. Like, anything art related, everybody's gonna like. I'm sure. I'm 100% sure. Like, I would watch the content, and I feel like making YouTube videos, it also opens the horizons for you, learning how to edit, all that. It's always good for you. And YouTube, it clearly shows what people want to see. It clearly shows what they want to click and all that. Like, making YouTube videos, it definitely teaches you a lot about people, but also how to get your art out there. Plus, YouTube is long form content. People like long form content and get more invested in you than they would probably anywhere else. So let's just recap everything, and I'll make it a little bit more linear too. So this is the bare minimum category. Do not use Twitter when you start. Anything but Twitter. Post what you like. Don't worry about the followers. Don't worry about the likes. Don't worry about nothing like that, but definitely like understand what your audience wants to see. Use boosters like TikTok and Instagram Reels. Those are basically just free advertisement. And personality. Like, why you? Why would people want to watch you specifically? And that includes the personality of your art, your personal personality, and other things. So this is the more serious category. So first of all, post every day on TikTok and Instagram, and make YouTube videos alongside that. Be incredibly active in general. That includes like talking to your fans and stuff like that. You need to make sure that your viewer knows what you are doing to benefit them, but that also the smaller portion being that they can benefit you, like commissions and stuff like that. And don't buy advertisements, at least not advertisements online. Physical advertisements maybe, but again, you have TikTok and Instagram Reels for that. Anyways, I think that's it. That's all the video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see y'all in the next one.